sivanijan from Jaffna Hindu College to explain about CBRNE unit of the Air Force of Sri Lanka. This is 49 chemical, biological, radiological and nuclear wing, and this is established in 2016 at SLAF Katunayake. These are the equipments they use in their rescue operations, and these officers are called CBRNE first responders, and their main task is to recover casualties from CBRNE threatened areas, and they are responsible for responding CBRNE threats in some potential CBRNE like biological breakouts or chemical attacks, and they have to respond for that. For that, these tools they use. Then the first tool is LDB valve and full waist SCBA mask. This is called as SCBA kit, and this kit they use to supply external gas for the soldiers when they are in a non-breathable and area where maybe there may be some toxic chemicals or find as particle that will affect their lungs or breathing, or may cause some choking hazard. Like when the chlorine gas attack is present, it may cause a choking hazard for them, and that will make them, the filters also non-efficient. So for that incidents, we use this LDB valve which demand our lung for some pressure, and these gases come from this backside valve to here with and make the pressure in this inside this SCBA full visor mask gas. This will help to prevent entering of outside gas inside the mask. And the next one, this is the SCB full set. Here this is the gas cylinder they use, and here you could see the pressure meter, and the usage pressure of this is 280 pascals, and this is called as gas ejection kit. This is to find the air quality and the amount of gas present in the air, like CO2 or cyanide gas. There may be some cyanide gas attacks or chlorine gas attacks. To find the presence of air and the safe level of the environment, they use these kits. And this is the older version of the kit. Here they use specific gases for CO2. This kit is only used for CO2, and this could be only used for cyanide. That's the defect of this kit. So the improved version, this one is made with a different type of chemical which could react for any type of gas. Like when you put this into this cutter, and this will break the tip of this cutter. After putting this, you could use this stroker to insert the tube, and if you give nearly 1 to 5 strokes, it will help you to identify the color change. Then they have the color change guides. So the color change guide would help you identify the presence of gas and the amount of the gas present in the environment easily. And the other one, this is called as gas quality tester, and as you already know, sometimes when the typhoons or some hurricanes occur or some tornadoes, whatever, when they occur, the polluted gas will come from the polluted states to our country, and this meter will help us to identify the amount of CO2 or HCHO gas compression present in the environment, and it will also tell about the summary of that, whether the environment is perfectly excellent air quality or the slightly good air quality, and this is not used for a long time, so this won't show a better reading. And this one is called pH meter, to check the acidity or basicity level of the liquid or the water, whatever it is. You could check the amount of acidity or the basicity of the liquids. And the next one, this is a TDS meter. The TDS is means for the total dissolved solid meter, and this shows us how much amount of solid particles or the elements, organic compounds are dissolved inside the TDS, inside some liquid or fluids, whatever it is. You could use this meter to put inside the water, and it will show the reading inside. The better quality water is to be read with 300 meter cube per milliliter. That's a better quality reading. And the other one, the next is alcohol hydrometer, and this is used to check the density of the liquids, and this is a lead shots to keep this stable inside the liquids. And the other one, moving to next one, these both are called chemical detectors. This is an old version of the chemical detector, and here they use some different reagents or color chemicals to identify the color change. With this color change, they have some charts like things here. Using the chart, they will identify what the chemical present inside that liquid or whatever the sample is. And this is the modernized version of that chemical detector. It's just a digital chemical detector. You could just turn it on like this, and in this display, it will display the ID number of the chemical present in the sample, and you could refer this ERG book to identify what the chemical is. Here, in this ERG book, this is yellow zone called preferring zone. Here they will tell the guide number or ID number and the name of the chemical materials. And in the blue zone, this is like a content area, content director area. And this orange zone, this is the main guide, and here the main matter is. And this will tell you how to react for some chemical attacks, how to react to how to save the people from those chemical attacks, how to prevent the leakage and attacks of the chemicals. And this was written by a minister of Canada responsible for communication and transportation in 1966, and this is the edited version of 2016 edition. And now they use a Wiser app instead of this book. This is an international recognized one. This is called as megaphone. This is they use to make announcement in threatened areas. When there is a CBRN exposure, there may be a clumsy of people. So to make them into instruction easily, they use the megaphone. This is called sampling container. This is a leakage-proof container used to collect and transport samples safely without leakage. Here are some different layers, and in the bottom there are some different type of protective layers to prevent the leakage of chemicals or biological samples outside this when they're transporting, because that will harm our soldiers. And this is called as biohazard biological bag. This is used to dispose the biological waste or the medical waste to dispose safely to prevent the environment from any new biological attack. And this is the outbreak response. As you may have seen in the COVID time, they are transporting some dead bodies in a white color bag. This is that white color bag they use. This is made up of canvas like material, and this is coated with some vulcanized rubbers. And going to this, these are radiation detectors, and these two are some mini scales domestic radiation detectors, and all these are called as also Geiger meters and Geiger counters. And these two are mainly used for some domestic papers to identify a small amount of gamma or neutron radiations. This is the same to this, but this is not in use because this is not more accurate as they look like analog one. So next, this is a Russian-made detector used mostly in aircraft or fighter jets to prevent the fighter jets from nuclear leakage or radiation attacks. To prevent this from the airplane or the aircraft, they use this. And these are it's a handy machine they use when going in the outer place for doing missions or some rescue operation to protect them and the casualties. They use this type of missions. And this is the one they use in airport checking and luggage checking in airports to prevent the smugglers or traffickers to trafficking some more expensive and high precious radioactive materials. Even if they are harmful, they just smuggle it for their money purpose. So this one helps them to identify whether they are smuggling or not. This is an EVD machine. This is used to find the explosive. It not only means the explosive like bomb. It also means some explosive chemicals or the explosive element that could vigorously react with the atmosphere like sodium or cesium like things. And moving to the hydraulic cutter set. This is they use in cutting some padlocks or something like that. This will be handled easily using just our hand, and this is a releasing clip of that. And this is an hydraulic expander that used to break doors in their breakthrough missions. In the time they use some lever to expand the gap of the door and insert it and just pump like this to break through the small doors. For usage of bigger doors, they use these bigger cutters, bigger expanders, which are mainly powered using this type of hydraulic pressure pumps. And these both are mainly used also for cutting like bigger roads. Even they could cut some bigger roads or chains or even the gates. They use these both cutters. And moving to some filtering canisters, and these are the filtering canisters they use in industries. These canisters have some few layers. These are less efficient canisters used in factories to prevent some bigger dust or bigger fiber particles or asbestos particles, which causes silicosis or asbestosis to people. So to prevent that, there is a aerosol layer, and here are some two carbon fiber layers. Between this, they will fill some thing called activated carbon, and these are called filtering cartridges that they mainly use in dust particles area. And all these things are not much more efficient. Moving to the filters inside the front side, and these are some industrial type of fill canisters. More than those, the filters I told before, they are just industrial canister with less efficient filtering. This is also an industrial canister. This is the much efficient industrial canister. More than the efficiency of this have higher efficiency than this one, because these are used in military operations to prevent the soldiers from bacteria or viruses, whatever it is, to prevent this. They use these type of canisters, and this type of canisters can be easily attached to this type of mask. And as you can see here, this is the demonstration of that. And the reason why they use only one side, when these are not only used by our CBRNA soldiers, these are also used by the military soldiers. When they are using guns, they may have to support the gun with their chin in this part. So to prevent the disturbance in my sniping or attacking, they will remove the filter from this side, and they will attach to that and close this lid, so they could easily handle those weapons without trouble. So this is a single filter mask, and this is a Mira M72 mask with 2 filters. And this one is called as industrial gas mask. This is used in low grade operations also by our CBRN unit, but more than these masks, this is the best and efficient, highly efficient mask, because this won't allow any outside gas inside our lungs or inside our, even into our face, because this makes higher pressure inside the mask to prevent the entry of outside mask, because the gas will flow always from higher pressure area to lower pressure area. So to using that higher pressure inside this mask, they will prevent the entrance of higher toxic or unbreathable gases inside the mask. And next, this is a PPE kit that we have already used to see in COVID time, right? And this is a use and throw kit. When they use these things in biological breakage, you know, right, the COVID or flu or chickenpox, they use this type of kits. And moving to those hazmat kits, this is called as discontamination tower, and these are called hazmat kits. These hazmat kits are specially used to prevent the soldiers from leakages. When they are used to get to some biological threat area or some other chemical threat area or poison or radiation threat area. These are high efficient filters. Here this is a non-penetrant material used, very highly micron material where nothing can penetrate. Even here also you can see some hollow, but this won't go inside, because this is a totally sealed one and not even a percentage of gas kit inside this. And this is a decontamination shower. This is not built on somewhere. This is just expandable and inflatable. These things are mainly used these are not built in somewhere. These could be used when the sites, when they go to sites, they will inflate it and use it, and again they deflate it. And these are this is a water shower, and up there are some chemical showers they use to decontaminate the strays or the patients or whatever. They use this chamber to decontaminate, because this is as it is being a highly expensive gas, they can't use and throw this. So for that purpose they just decontaminate it. This is a level A kit, and this is a level A type B kit. This worth 1.5 million, I think. This is an imported from France, and this also have a backpack to carry the SCBA kit. And this is also a non-penetrable area. Here this is a totally sealed one, and they use this one also for laboratory missions, like doing experiments or biological experiments. They use this kit, and that's it. Thank you.